It's another question about the practice track, which you all sort of just started to answer. But do you have examples of ways to demonstrate that clinical excellence that you're looking for in someone going up for promotion within the practice track, where it isn't so much focused on a scholarly product or national meetings or grand rounds around the country, but it's more clinically focused, like how to actually demonstrate that, or
Probably
examples
from
of
your
ways people have
department
done it?
administrator, you could get the table that Les was just talking about. It asks for RVUs, how many new patients per year, how many patients you see. There's some benchmarks if you're a full-time equivalent of how many patients would be reasonable. Referral sources, do you get patients outside of that block, so to speak, and greater outside of New York or things like that. So there are within that table, and also some descriptive with it to sort of explain what your practice is about and its value to the not only community but maybe even regionally and nationally.
That's right. The matrix that we use for the practice track is designed to be an instrument that captures this
Exactly.
information. It does vary somewhat from one department to another because we recognize that the metrics that might be
Okay, so
applicable
let's
to
say that.
anesthesiology are quite different than they would be in psychiatry or surgery
Okay,
or
so
something
good point.
else. And so I think the idea is to use that as a starting point, complete as much of it as you can. You'll find for any department that not all the information is available or necessarily applicable, but then that'll trigger your thinking into other kinds of measures of robustness of the clinical background that will be useful to the committee.
I think we started at the beginning that the information on promotion is available online in the faculty handbook. And Cathy tells me this matrix for the practice track is being revised and updated a bit, but will at some point, not too long from now, be online as well. If you need it, like today, go to your department administrator. They probably can dig up the current version of it and give it to you. Incidentally, that's true for your faculty review, your yearly review. There's a format for that. You want to have it before you meet with your chair, so you know what kind of questions and interests they have to fill that out. So, you know, we're stuck with those are the questions and the comments that they need to make. So you want to be prepared, say, well, it asks for publications, what am I going to say about that? Or it asks for community service, what am I going to say about that? You know, so you do want to be prepared and take a look at that as well.